to another episode of the Stack Bitcoin Show. My name is Raman, your beginner-friendly guide to saving in Bitcoin. I got so much to read on the screen. Stat-wise, I'll catch up here in a second. But welcome everybody to the show. Shout out, round of applause from the live studio audience going out to Mr. Stat-wise Jenks. Also to Mr. Huddle, what up? Jeez. Alrighty, boys, ladies and gentlemen of the show. Welcome back to another episode of the Stack Bitcoin Show. Today, the topic is Bitcoin dips to 113,000. What am I doing now? What's the plan? Did the plan change? Now that Bitcoin is down a little bit? Spoiler alert, no. We're doing the same thing. We're buying more Bitcoin and taking custody of that Bitcoin and continuing on with our DCA to BTC plan. That's a plan. I'm sticking to it. Let me read through Statwise's comments real quick. So money state. Okay. On-chain Bitcoin equals money. On-chain Bitcoin equals money. This will replace Swift. Oh yeah. 10 minutes. Yep, I like that. Sats via Lightning as a private programmable internet. Okay, like that's like what we use as cash. Okay. If you extend the show mission statement to include separation of money and state education between the money tier layer, this will help people understand. Oh, that's true. The former system of gold equals money. Yep. Okay. The show already focused on the value of Satoshi itself. Yeah, you're right. We're super focused on the value of the savings, but the savings portion of the show, I guess you could say. We can start expanding that a little bit, which is why I fell in love with it in the first place. On an earlier show, someone in the chat said Bitcoin was too expensive, so buying ADA. Oh, I didn't see that comment, so that's interesting. That's the unit bias, right? So I responded, you spent $37 cents for one ADA when you could get 9 Satoshis for a penny. Yeah, that makes sense. So trying to get people past that unit bias issue where they think they're getting more for their money, right? Okay. Well, we all have to learn our own lesson. It's hard to teach your own personal experience. Yeah, it's hard to teach. Yeah, exactly. That's another good statement too. All good stuff in the chat, man. Thanks, Statwise. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, actually, comment was from different show. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, no worries. That makes sense. All right, cool. So, I think that the problem I have right now, Statwise, more than anything else, is like a lot of people are just not interested in it right now. Even at this price, even at these levels, even now that it's over 100K, a lot of people I think are just they're too busy maybe or don't care. It's all about that money chasing, like trying to make more money because they think that's going to help them somehow, and it will, I guess, for the short term. But they're doing all of the hard part. They're getting better jobs. They're being more productive. Maybe they're doing multiple jobs, but the extra value they're generating is going to waste because it's being eaten away by inflation, right? So how do you get that across? Like for someone to look for this show. And find value in it, I guess they kind of already have to be curious about Bitcoin, right? And then on top of that, this show has to get to them somehow while they're in that point in their stacking journey where they're curious and learning about Bitcoin, right? Before all of the poop coins get to them, before all of the yield products get to them, before all the exchanges entice them into buying a bunch of random coins just because they're down 5% or 10%, whatever, with all those alerts, right? So we have like it's stacked. The universe is stacked against us, I guess you could say. The universe is stacked against the show. But when they do get here, it's like an oasis of Bitcoin signal. No BS. We're just buying Bitcoin, taking custody, and holding on to it, right? And I just wish there was a way for me to get that out there better, or I don't know. I need to work on a way to find those people, find those beginners, right? Right? Because I think a lot of what the other Bitcoin shows do on YouTube or in the space is they cater to to the converted, right? Like, yeah, I talk to you guys. You guys are here because you guys are converted, or you guys know about Bitcoin. You guys appreciate Bitcoin, right? But honestly, like, really, this show would probably do better if I just was like all hype. Well, I pretty much am all hype anyway, right? But if it was just about like number go up and like we're gonna retire this next week or next year or whatever, or like Bitcoin's going to $1 million, right? If all of my videos, if all of my thumbnails and stuff were like Bitcoin's going to $1 million, or you only need 0.001 Bitcoin for the rest of your life, I could do those thumbnails, right? And I don't know, I guess it gets the click, it gets them to come in here and watch the show. And then the other part is like, well, is what I'm doing interesting enough for someone to keep coming back day after day, right? Do I need to make the show less times a week? Should it be once a week, twice a week, continue on 5 days a week? I'm still stacking regardless of whether we're on the show or not. I'm still stacking my 5 days a week, my weekdays. So it's nice for me to do it because I'm gonna be stacking anyway. Why not catch up with you guys and have that depth of like relationship building, right? But for attracting new users, I don't think this show is the way to go. So that's why I've been trying to do those edited videos, and I just haven't gotten around to it. So my kids are still home for summer school, so I'm taking as much time as I can with them outside of the show, outside of my regular work. If they want to go to the beach, we go to the beach. If they want to hang out, go ride bikes, we go ride bikes. Whatever they want to do, I do it with them, because to me that's more valuable. To me, that's time better spent, right? But once they go back to school, and I have that window between when they get out of school and when my job ends, I can start working on that kind of stuff too, like more edited videos that might attract that beginner, that person that's new to Bitcoin, right? So I haven't applied my full strategy that I want to try this year, which is, again, to make more edited videos so I can see about getting people in here that are maybe at the beginning of their journey. And when I get that done and see how that pans out, I mean, for the few when I made a few videos a couple of weeks ago, that did seem to grow the channel a little bit, right? The edited videos. I made the video like a channel intro for the show, like just describing what we do here and where we started from and where we're at. So those definitely did help. I could see like the subscriber count go up. The stuff I did on TikTok is helping, I think. Still, I'm still getting comments on that stuff, and like people are liking it or adding it to like a list, like saving it for later, right? So there's definitely interest in that stuff. I just have to get connected with the people that actually want that information, right? Once you have more time, I'd work with you in the background, volunteer time to help you build this show to where it deserves to be. Daily stacking of Satoshis to get a Bitcoin is it is a great hook. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Satwise, we see what we can do. But I think it's just a matter of me sitting down and actually doing it. It doesn't take that long to record videos nowadays, and like I said, like I can use the same software we're using now to record videos, like how I'm doing a live stream, and I get the added benefit of if I make a mistake, I can edit it out, right? So the last video I made, the one that I made for the channel intro, I made it with a different camera setup. I did like a really shallow depth of field and try to make it look even better, like more high quality. But in the end, I think I need to get to 80%, right? Just do 80% of the work, and don't try to make the extra 20% to make it like a better quality, because you're gonna get the same results if you just take it that far, right? So I'm trying to maximize production value to a point, right? Because if you can make a video that's 80% awesome, and you spend like, I don't know, an hour or two, and then you want to spend another 8 hours to make it 100% awesome, it doesn't make sense, right? So I just have to be okay with not being 100% awesome. Hard Huddle says, yeah, DCA to BTC and chill. That's true. That's another thing. Hard Huddle. It's like I sometimes I feel like quitting the show, right? And that's funny because the ending song came on. Sometimes I feel like quitting the show, because it's been over 2 years, right? And the show's we're at an all-time high today of 390 subscribers, right? But I told myself, you know what? It's gonna get tough, and the goal here is to document the the journey to 1 Bitcoin, right? If along the way I pick up some cool stackers to like come along for the journey, that's fantastic, right? If along the way I inspire somebody to even start to look at Bitcoin, to maybe just do the research themselves, and maybe just even like, I don't know, watch the 2023 Michael Saylor prog video, right? BTC prog video. Like, I think that's helpful, right? And yeah, I've helped people along the way, even people that watched this show that weren't stacking Bitcoin before they started before they started watching the show, that I brought over from my fishing channel, right? Like, I know those people are stacking, and I know their lives have improved. So that's the kind of stuff that makes me think, you know what? Even if we're streaming today to 3 people, or yesterday streaming to 0 people, right? I still have to keep showing up, because maybe tomorrow or the next day or the next week or maybe the next year, I don't know, someone will show up that really needs this information, and for whatever reason that they want to watch it live. Or anyway, I feel like I just got to be here, guys. It's something in my chest just tells me that I got to be here on these days at these times, and just in case somebody strolls in and needs that help, I'm gonna be here. So we're gonna be here. We're gonna keep doing that until we get to 1 Bitcoin. And I feel like I wonder if this is what it felt like for Yellow, you know, playing Don't Stop Believing. Poor guy. So anyway, our goal here is to get to 1 Bitcoin. Eventually, we're going to get there one way or the other via DCA stacking, and of course with other supplemental things that we do, like the 100 days of stacking Bitcoin. And when we monetize, of course, or when I do a consulting call, or when I sell one of my Bitcoin tracking sheets for templates, then we will add that to our stack and keep incrementing slow and steady towards 1 Bitcoin. Of course, along the way, trying to share the knowledge as best as we can, and help the new guys along the way. All right, so let's keep it going. Let's go into the first section of the show. Now that we did a super crazy intro, let's get into, of course, what's this thing? The Bitcoin strength. Alrighty. Today the price of Bitcoin is $113,809.21. Today you can buy 878 Satoshis, 878 fractions of a Bitcoin. Why is that important? Because if you, what's a Satoshi? What is a fraction of a Bitcoin? What is a Satoshi? A Satoshi is made out of a Satoshi is 1 out of 100 million. Dude, I'm totally spacing on this thing. I'm trying to read and talk at the same time. Let me just finish this section. Just like a dollar is made up of 100 cents, a Bitcoin is made up of 100 million Satoshis. So when somebody tells you, hey, you should buy some of this ADA or some of this Ethereum, you'll get more for your money, it's a lie. It's called unit bias. Okay, you can buy 878 Satoshis for $1. You can buy 8 Satoshis for a penny. And that is some true value there on an asset that does not inflate, on an asset that's capped at 21 million. So you'll be shielded from inflation. When you buy any other coin, you can change the supply in. So when they change the supply, they can debase you just the same as they do the dollar, but they can do it a lot easier because it's not as much, doesn't take as much influence to change the supply of altcoin. Okay. All right. Today you can buy, like I said, 8.78 Satoshis for a penny. You can buy 878 Satoshis for $1, and that is the Bitcoin strength. It's down, boys. We haven't seen 870 plus Satoshis for $1 in a while. We've been around 850 Satoshis for a long time. So today, I don't know. I would say it's a good time to buy. Shoot, I want to buy. I've been buying all morning, actually. I bought the dip and I bought the second dip, and now I'm about to buy hopefully the low of the day. It's near the ADR for on the 15-minute chart, on the 5-minute chart, 15-minute chart. Question: are you making money with less effort by stacking and chill, or do you think harvesting new people is worth the time and revenue? Damn. Damn. That is an excellent question. Hard huddle. We're going to analyze that question right now after we do the why we stack segment. Okay, here we go. Damn, that's really good, actually. Really, really good. Why we stack. If you're new to the show, this is where I tell you why we save in Bitcoin. Real simple, because I want to get to this question that Hard Huddle just put up. Why do we save in Bitcoin? Why do we stack? What does it mean to stack? Stacking simply means saving. Okay, we're stacking Satoshis, stacking fractions of a Bitcoin towards getting to 1 Bitcoin. But it doesn't even matter if we get to 1 Bitcoin, right? The fact that we're saving in Bitcoin, in fractions of a Bitcoin, makes your savings appreciate in purchasing power against the dollar, right? So even if you never get to 1 whole Bitcoin, if you go to 0.9 BTC, right? The purchasing power of that 0.9 BTC will still be increasing over time the longer you hold it against the inflating dollar. Because as long as the printers are able to run, as long as the government is able to print more money and the banks are able to issue new debt, the supply of Bitcoin, the supply of dollars will continue to increase. And as long as the supply of dollars continues to increase, the purchasing power of each individual dollar will go down, and you will be debased. We take the value of our hard-earned labor, we move it outside the inflationary dollar system, and we put it into the Bitcoin system. And now inflation is working for you, making the purchasing power of your Bitcoin go up higher and higher over time. Okay? So the longer you hold your Bitcoin, the more you can purchase with it. We save in Bitcoin because saving in Bitcoin is like traveling back in time and giving yourself a perpetually increasing retroactive raise for the hours you've already worked for as long as you hold the Bitcoin that represents those hours. And that is it. That is why we stack. All right, that's why we stack. Let's bring it back here to this question. I'm telling you, it's a great question. It's a great question. I'm going to rephrase the question real quick for those of you that are not watching the chat. How many Satoshis? Oh, no, sorry. wrong question. There's a cost to everything. I prefer not to spend my mental health if possible. Okay, sorry. Let me go back to the actual. Here we go. Question: Are you making money? Are you making more money with less effort by stacking and chill, or do you think pursuing / harvesting new people is worth the time / revenue? I don't know. My initial impression is that my paycheck is revenue, right? My paycheck is my revenue. But the show is not self-sustaining. If I were to lose my job, then I wouldn't have any money to DCA, right? So right now the show is basically operating on my nickel, right? Which is fine because it's my show, right? Whatever. But in order for the show to be like self-sustaining, I feel that I need to get the show to a point where the show can at least provide some revenue that we can continue to stack, right? And at that point, the show becomes long-term sustainable, more able to continue to stack without me, right? But the question is it worth the effort? Right now, I guess I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe I could spend that same amount of time doing something else, like maybe doing what is it called? DoorDash. I've never done DoorDash. Never done any delivery stuff like that, but sure, it's not beneath me. I would do it, right? Is it better for me to spend the time trying to figure out other way to generate revenue or provide value to society so that I can get more money so I can stack harder? Yeah, it's probably better. There's probably quicker ways to make money that take less upfront commitment than making a whole show like this. But I think once the show hits critical mass, it would have a better return in the long run than spending the same amount of time delivering pizza, for example, right? Like if I got a side hustle to go deliver pizza with tips and all that stuff, right? And I did it for 2 years, I can start making money right off the bat. Right when I start my shift, I'm making money, right? And for those 2 years of doing, I don't know, we'll say 2 or 3 hours a night, on weeknights delivering pizza. I don't know how much pizza drivers get paid these days, but let's say $20. Let's say I make an extra $200 a week, right? Yeah, that's probably, looking back, I could have been making $200 a week for the past 2 years, and stacking that, or in addition to my normal DCA. I don't know. That's an interesting question. Maybe a weekly show where you review your stack, then stack live. We'd have more time to stack, and you could carve up shorts. Out of the one. Yep. And release them during the week. Yep. That's stat-wise. That's a really good idea. I'm so happy to hear Roman prioritizing his family while they're not in school. Awesome. Hey, thanks, stat-wise. Thanks. Stack live during, like, once a week would be good. It's a weekly stack club, and you could even encourage everyone to stack together with you. That's true. And then that would free me up to record videos and do all that stuff. Yeah, a weekly would be fun. And then at that point, it would just be up to me to make sure I lock out this hour. I'd still lock out the 2 to 3 p.m. hour. I used to start getting ready like at 1:30. So I'd still lock out the 1:30 to 3 p.m. hour and a half. And dude, I could do a lot in an hour and a half. I could record at least maybe 2 videos on one day. I could edit those videos and have them out the next day. Then I'll start to build a queue of videos. If I started releasing a video a week, in addition to the once a week live stream, I think we should try that. Like a weekly stack. Yep. If you don't go against any other major shows like BTC sessions that have a regular weekly time, you would be. That's another thing we should try. Let's try that before. I wonder who else is live right now for Bitcoin. Let me see. That's a really good point. I never even think about who I'm going against. I just go on. I don't care who's on. Let me see. Or maybe figure it out so I can go live at the end of somebody's show. Towards the end of somebody's show that has a bigger audience. Like, what time does BTC sessions go on? Let's see. We're about to do some research right now, market research. BTC sessions. He goes on. Go to his channel.
What are the best?
Pause this. Live. So it streamed 22. He streamed 22 hours ago. Does he go live He doesn't go live every day, does he? Nope. Well, maybe he does. What's that? So he goes live at noon. I'll have to do some of the research. I'll have to figure it out. Or like maybe go on like towards the end of Simply. What up, ABW? Welcome, happy Friday. Round of applause from the live studio audience for Andrew. People with aligned incentives will find each other. Yep, that's true. A lot of stuff to think about. I appreciate everybody's feedback for sure. But I said I was going to continue to do the live streams for the daily live streams, and try to also do edited content. But I haven't been able to do edited content. So here's what we're gonna do. Next week, we're going to do the same thing I tried to do this week, which is continue the 5 days a week and try to put out at least 1 or 2 edited Bitcoin videos on this channel. Okay? That's the goal for next week. If I can't do it, then the week after that, we're going to go to 1 live stream per week still stacking Monday through Friday and just catching up maybe on Friday to say, hey, here's where we're at on the stacker club meeting, like Sat was saying. Okay, that's maybe in 2 weeks, depending if I can't get it done next week. Okay, next week my goal is again 5 live streams and 2 edited videos. If I can't do that, then we're gonna scale back the goal and see if I can do, like I said, 1 live stream on Friday and 2 edited videos. Okay. But I think next week I'm a little bit more available, so I should be able to do that. If not, we'll figure it out. Because on top of all this stuff, I still got to do my regular work, right? So anyway, that'll be the goal. All right, enough of that. Let's get on to the rest of the show. Let's move on to Stack Recap, because we don't only talk about stacking Bitcoin here Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern. We actually do it every weekday. Here we go. Today, the price of Bitcoin is $113,901.60. And in 2025, even with this little baby micro dip for ants, we're still at 20% gains for the year. It's pretty impressive. And in 2024, we're up about 89.83%, about 90%. And for the whole lifespan of the show, for our strategic Bitcoin reserve, we are up still 105%. And I forgot to show the actual browser. Jesus. Okay, there it is. 2024, 2025, 2024, and of course, right now we're at 105 for the whole show. Not bad at all. We are $10,797 away from 0.5 BTC. Wow. It's not. That seems like I don't know. It seems doable. At least to get a half a Bitcoin, right? All right. What else? There it is. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty slick. It's pretty awesome. We're there. I feel like we're close. I mean, we are close to 0.5 Bitcoin, but for some reason getting over that 0.4 mark just feels like we're a lot closer, you know? 3.9 seemed like forever away, you know? Sorry, 0.39 seemed like forever away, and then now we're at 0.4. We're about to go to 0.41. That's cool. I feel like we have like momentum, right? I don't know, whatever. And with this dip today, we're gonna get some more sats per dollar too. So that'll be kind of fun, be kind of nice. All right, maybe more than 16,000, hopefully. I don't know. Let's see. Anyway, that is the current status of our stack. As far as the 100 days of stacking in Bitcoin, I haven't bought for today, so we're about 32 days left to finish the challenge. We've saved $2,447 and it's currently worth $2,518 for a 3% gain on our 100-day Bitcoin savings challenge. Yeah, 40 million Satoshis on the docket. There it is. Boom. 40 million Satoshis. We're a Satoshi multi-millionaire. Multi-millionaire Satoshi holder. It's pretty good. All right. So now that that's done, and we know that in 2025, our lowest purchase price or average purchase price is 99,000. Is it 99,000? Really? Let's see. Something went wrong here. 93,000 according to this. I don't know. Something happened with my stats here. Anyway, our current average buy-in for 2025 is $93,933, but the current price of Bitcoin is, well, 113,000. So today we're gonna buy $20 worth of Bitcoin on our weekly DC on our weekday DCA. Here we go. Now that we know how much Bitcoin we're gonna buy, there's only one thing left to do, and that is it's time to stack some Bitcoin. All right, back here on the screen, getting ready. Something happened. We got some Satoshi action on the Strike app. We have some Satoshi action on the Strike app. We've received a donation. I think. Yes. So we're gonna put that up on the screen after we do this purchase. Rad. It says, I don't know. I'll have to look. I'll have to see if there's any message on it. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me a second. Let's finish the buy first. Strike app. I'm going to the Strike app and I'm buying $20 worth of Bitcoin. There it is. I'm hitting the next button. Cutting the music. Setting my bank into the mix here. Drum roll, please. Confirming a $20 purchase today on the Stack Bitcoin show. And just like that, how impressive is that? 17,352 Satoshis. It feels so nice to be above 16,000 Satoshis for a $20 bill. Super rad. Okay, let's jump into the stack tracker for 2025. There it is. Today is August 1st, 2025. We're stacking sats, we're stacking the facts. Today, the price of Bitcoin we deserve today is $114,165.51 Bitcoin. That is a sweet, sweet buy at $20. We got ourselves 0.0001753, no, 17352 Bitcoin, 17,352 Satoshis. What a difference one day makes. We got almost an extra 800 Satoshis on top of that for a $20 bill. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Taking this data, putting it into the spreadsheet for the whole strategic Bitcoin reserve of the show. Bam. 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 All right. Now, our total stack. Our total stack is 0.40537272. Man, I'm telling you, once that 5 clicks over to a 6, we're halfway there to making it 0.41 Bitcoin. That's wild. That's wild. How's my stack doing for the Gemini rewards card? Okay, so I have 3 memberships to my Jiu-Jitsu Academy that I go to. One for me and one for each of my kids, right? And so the first charge came through for one of the memberships, one of 3, and I got 10% back on that one. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. This is great. But like it's true, as you guys specified in the Discord, it is an introductory rate. So my second membership charge on that on the card came out to a reward of about, I think, 0.3 something or 3.5, I think. Let me check. Like maybe 3.5? Let's see. Card. There it is. Okay, the first one was, yeah, the first one they gave me 10% back. They gave me $18. Oh, anyway, sorry. They gave me 13% back. Sorry, 10% back. The next time that the gym charged, they gave me 4.26% back, which is still pretty good. And then the last time they gave me 1% back. Right? So yeah, still, even with that 1% back in Bitcoin, that's pretty good. So far, I've been using the card a lot. I'm trying to get that. I'm trying to get to that bonus where it says get $200 in crypto if you spend $3,000 before October 5th. Okay, so my goal is to just like use the card until I get that extra $200 in crypto, which of course for me will be on Bitcoin, right? But yeah, it's a great card, dude. Like, you know, you're getting Satoshis for expenditures you're already making anyway. So I can't. I love it. I love it. It's working great. And then I just paid it. I just paid all my balance, and I'm waiting for the credit for my available credit to reflect my payment. I don't know how long that takes. 100 save BTC is crushing it. Yeah, exactly right. 100 save BTC is crushing it. 0.9. Yeah. Yeah. The card is doing great, dude. I wish I would have started using it sooner. You know, or even though I think it just came out, right? No, some of you guys have had it for a while. I think Statwise you guys have had it for a long time. But yeah, I'm still using it, and it's quickly becoming my primary card. I'm just trying to gauge and figure out how long it takes for my payment to get reflected in my available credit. Right? I've done better with Gemini 10 times than gold. Yep. Yeah, it's awesome. Now my question to you guys that are, let's go back to this full screen, guys. Let's go back to the Q&A. My question to you guys that have the Fold card and the Gemini card, would you buy gift cards through Fold, get Bitcoin back on that purchase of the gift card, and get a percentage back on the use of the Gemini card through Fold? Is that something you could do? What do you guys think? Then you're getting your 1% from Gemini, and then you're also getting your percentage back for buying gift cards on Fold. Have you guys tried that? Maybe I might try it this weekend. Link my Gemini card to my Fold account and see if I can buy gift cards with my Gemini card and get extra sats. Get extra sats for sushi. Get some gift cards for like I don't know, some random place. What's it called? Texas Roadhouse. Get gift cards for Texas Roadhouse on Fold, right? And then use the Gemini card to fund those and see if you get extra sats. You can't link Fold with Gemini credit card. Already tried. Ah, dang it. That would have been a sweet play though. That would have been a sweet play. All right, no worries. So that's fine. So then you'll just have to see at the time is 3% on your, like say you go to a restaurant, right? And that restaurant is also on the Fold card option to buy gift cards. Well, is it better for you? What gives you more satoshis? Paying with your Gemini card and getting 3% at that restaurant, or buying a gift card and getting more than 3%, right? Are you going to get more than 3% by buying a Gemini card for that specific restaurant, right? And now you have some good old-fashioned competition. That'll give you more. But good stuff. Good stuff. All right. So, since we're all here, any other questions, do put it in the comments, guys. I appreciate you guys hanging out and tuning in. It's Friday. Super excited. Have some fun stuff to do today. Of course, more beach time. And what else? And I think, was it Friday or Saturday? Oh, Sunday. Sunday, I'm going out motorcycle riding with my friends, my Grom community. And we're gonna go ride bikes. We're going to we're going to this. There's a content creator here in San Diego. His name is like Moto Jitsu, and he does like drills and riding and stuff like that. So I'm taking the whole Grom group. I usually go by myself, but this Sunday I'm taking the whole Grom group that anybody wants to come out. We're going to meet there in the morning and do the Moto Jitsu drills. And then afterwards, we're gonna take the Grom for a spin downtown and just like go cruising. But yeah, that's my Sunday. That's my Sunday. So, of course, I'll have a video for that on the 21 Moto channel, and it's my opportunity to again to just to orange pill unsuspecting motorcycle riders. It's funny. I've tried the same thing and it doesn't register the same. I believe we are called min-max strategists. I love it. That's cool. Awesome. All right then. Now that we've discussed what we had to discuss, a lot of good information today, guys. Dang, I have a lot to think about. But anyway, that is the plan. We will be here Monday through Friday next week. So we'll be here 5 days a week next week. And I'm going to try to also do 2 edited videos that week, released and ready to go. If I can accomplish that goal, then we will continue on that plan for the next week. If I fall short of that commitment, we will adjust the goal to do 1 live stream next week on Friday, or the week after that on Friday, and 2 videos. Okay. because the priority again is to get the videos out there, because the videos, the more specific videos are the ones that are going to get new blood in here, right? And yes, I know it's a lot of extra commitment, a lot of extra work, hard huddle on my part, but I think in the long term it'll be worth it. Hopefully, maybe after 2 more years, maybe in 2 more years, hard huddle, my 4 years of nonstop Bitcoin content will eventually pay off, and people will say he was an overnight success. I'll get invited to like all the Bitcoin conferences to speak, and I'll be shilling you guys tickets. Just kidding, guys. I'll never shill you guys tickets, guys. I think all the conferences are kind of a waste unless you're looking for a job or something in the field. But if you're just a pleb trying to stack and you don't have 1 Bitcoin, you have no business going to a conference. Anyway, I know, hot mic moment. But anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. No, I'll see you guys for Monday. I'll see you guys Monday for another episode of the Stack Bitcoin Show. Have a great weekend, guys. Get out there, enjoy yourselves. I know you guys know how to do that. So, yeah, stay safe. Whatever you decide to do, stay safe. And I'll be happy to see you here on Monday. And for a little bit more stacking, you know. We get here, we stack, and we live on, right? Stack Bitcoin, take custody, live your life. I'll see you guys next week on Monday. But until then, remember, if you ain't stacking, you're slacking. Bye, guys. Oh, yeah, wait, stop. Don't leave yet. Man, I forgot to check the donation. Oh, Satwise, you caught me. Perfect. Thank you. All right, let's do this. I'm so in the groove for the show that I forgot to go back and add to the strategic Bitcoin reserve of the show, thanks to the donations of our generous viewers. We have a donation today. Let's do this donation, and then we'll do a sign off again, because this is important to me. My bad. I would have kicked myself if I signed off the weekend. I would have been thinking about this all weekend long. So let's see. Here it is. Over on Strike. Somebody hit the donation button, scanned the QR code, and sent me not 10 sats, not 100 sats, but 1,000 sats. 1,000 Satoshis have been donated to the show, and we will immortalize that donation here in the spreadsheet on line number 16 on today, August 1st, 2025, the first day of the month. August, my favorite month. At the price of Bitcoin right now of $113,972.54 Bitcoin, we received a total of 0.0001 Bitcoin. That's 1,000 Satoshis, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it's $11? Jesus. That's a lot. That's a lot of moolah right there, guys. Jeez. Oh, sorry, that's 10,000. My bad. Okay. 1,000 Satoshis, not 11,000. I'm so used to putting 3 zeros because that's what we always do, right? Still, 1,000 Satoshis. That's still $1.14. I'm gonna put here $1. That's a lot. That's a lot, actually. That's a lot. That's more than $1, right? Jeez, that's actually a lot. So I appreciate that. And the note on this just says, oh, come on. There's no note. So we're just gonna put this one here. Does that look right? Let me know if that looks right. Okay. There it is. Once again. Got it. Cool. Aqua Wallet. Yeah, I started playing. I messed around with Aqua Wallet too. Also, Blue Wallet. It's good. All right. So there it is. A 1,000 Satoshi donation to the show. That is fantastic. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's wild. Like, Anyway, it's working. It's working. Okay. We're going to keep doing this thing and get to 1 Bitcoin, guys. It's going to be amazing. All right. Now we're going to close it out for realsies. Woo! I've not played with Aqua yet on my to-do. Okay, there you go. Cool. I like, because Aqua, I thought it was like, I thought Aqua Wallet was like liquid, right? Can you, but if, so on an Aqua Wallet, we'll be able to pay on Lightning too. That's cool. That's cool. Alrighty. So there it is. Once again, we're closing it out for the rest of the for the weekend. I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a great rest of the week, guys. Sorry. Have a great weekend. Stay safe, like I said before, and we'll see you guys on Monday for another episode of the Stack Bitcoin Show. But until then, remember, if you ain't stacking, you're slacking. Bye, guys.